Hello, guys. Guess who is here? Today, I'm so privileged to meet one of the amazing, almost interesting man when it comes to video vlogging or blogging in the Volta Beach. And he's in a personal, it's the Selorm Ameza. It's a pleasure being here with you. I say, dear my brother. So, we are just coming from Fort Time, and we've heard a lot about it. And we also heard there's a beach here called the Emancipation Beach. And so, knowing fully well that you're a man that knows more when it comes to tourism in the region, can you please brief us, tell us something small about my species? I was discovered, and finally, so the space where the my spatial, there used to be another ordeal by the day, but the Dutch day over, it builds the what with it, Spanish, Dutch first. But they built a trading fort over there. So when the day is come, it's just like you just buy that piece of land against from your peg. And they came to set up the what within state. You understand? So one of the things you need to know about Keta, you see where we are sitting now. It used to be the middle of Keta. The middle, yeah, it just wasn't the shore. Okay. So when the whites were trying to build a place, they knew Keta is a low lying area, so the sea could burn. So they built Fort Presentstein right in the middle of Keta. But then the sea destroyed everything. So everything you see here used to be a colliery. Okay. Yeah, people don't know where their house is. This to stay over here, like where their house is over here. They were buildings all around. Everybody not allowed people to sing too much here because they're very so old building under there. You understand? So if not for this by Keta, you realize that all the spaces would have been shows. It should have been my people. Because Keta, unlike, any other places, there was a free land. Nobody could colonize it, I think, 19 something. When we did a cyber day war. So our people were trying to prevent, you see, it's just a one rule. Omamulagati Keza. It was a one. Shen Keta was a half. So to get to Keta, it is past the Amulaga. But then our people were preventing people from coming. The whites and the Adam all were closest to whites. And from issues happened, we go attack. So when we go attack, the peace treaty was to allow the days to Roman build a fort over here. But they came to build a fort there. You understand? They want to work with this old age over to everything. So the fort, is it for the sake of protection? That's why it was built there? It was for the sake of trading. Trading. And part of the trading was a state say. You understand? So there was a lot of state trade and Apodi Kataike. Okay. The story is still unfolding a lot of weeks. But a lot of people were sold over here. Our people sold our people. And the whites fought for Keta a lot. They say for this place from Keta to the Caribbean is almost like a space road. Almost like a space road. Like you could start from here to Haiti to the Caribbean. That's why I do keep participating for the forts to come together. Because it put out, you understand? There, no, trading and everything. So back there. And back then, Keta had fresh water. You understand? Like, see over here. Dig a hole over here, you see water. So that's how unique Keta was. And so a lot of people that come to Keta, the Germans that come to Keta to taste, they didn't come to colonize it. They came to say Keta. So what exactly were they trading key? When the Germans came, they brought Christianity and then they came to do alcohol. They had sugarcane plantations, you understand, where they did apples or would export it or for would export it, back together is there. You understand? So they did a lot of plantations over here. They had mass sugarcane plantation. They did sugar, they did alcohol. Right here is that. Yeah, but all those things are in the sea now. The sea is spread everything you can see about the parts here, but and a lot of these to speak about. So I wanted to ask, a lot of people talk about it being a step by the sea, but why is it that I don't see either the Koreans or government eating more effort to present that? For the sea defense. Yeah, so that's a problem. We understand. Sea defense is expensive. Or it's not something one man can stand up and do it. But the neglect of the government is one of the things that tear the status. But my hope is since now we have our party in power and our government is in power, we are going to look into this because people are just when you are going from here to Akandao, the road, there's so much like this the road. Ease of it is, you understand? The sea is barely 50 meters away from the road. So they're saying that there's a possibility that within the few years it would come over. Those places you see, old town. Right now they are nowhere to they're taken by the sea. So the mobility the government's covered. Only the government can do it. Yeah,
So we are actually looking out to gap and then also NGOs coming so that you can see humanity. This is a cause of humanity. So you will really need governments and NGOs that support the cause of human life. And so about coming to Emancipation Beach, how did the dream come about?
Emancipation Beach. You see there's a fort near. The proximity of this place to the fort is one of the reasons why the name is Emancipation. And it has been Emancipation Beach for years. It has changed all hands. The ownership has changed, but the name always remains the same because it's an iconic place people know as Emancipation. And to me, as a person, this is one of the most serene environments in Keta. It can bear with you there, but nothing is. I love Usus. I love all the beaches. There's so much nice beaches in Keta. The Emancipation beaches where I don't know. I really enjoy staying. And it's a place a lot of people should come visit. So when you come to Keta, visit Emancipation Beach, you love it.
Don't forget to put Emancipation Beach on your bucket list. Should in case you find your way in Keta, the Volta region of Ghana.
Love it.
So you said there are a lot of beaches in Keta aside Emancipation.
Oh, okay. So when you light up the Labrador, we have the and then sloping by. Crab. Sila. Crab. Nice. Madam. Abadi separated in there is outdoors. And then they have an ichi at their park restaurant called Cook. So and then they have another restaurant called Villa Mall. So they all in one city. So that used to be the most bubbly vicinity in Keta Fest. We understand where there's tourism happening at the beach. Origins is one of the pace setters in that.
So, okay, looking at how there are a lot of places that are quite like terms. Yeah, just the audio 5 stop it's by the Eastern nowadays only Irony is coming in, different cultures coming in, displaying their own way of life.
Yeah. See, it's no worry. No, one thing about the people of Keta is they have a strong culture. Yeah, they have a strong over their culture. They are like, look, they will realize it was these days. And every man from Anglo is proud to be an Anglo. You meet an Anglo woman, she's proud, anything. So then, yes, tourists are coming. I think it's rather the other way. Our culture is going to have an impact on it. Yeah. They love the food. Eat it. I used to your friend. When you come here, I plan about 30, we get to the part. That food. I let me give you a walk there, oilless okoso bear. You funny little baby here with the old that.
It's just okay. So if I get you right, the measures is about right after
Our forefathers of them, they go from that fire, take this Emancipation Beach. The Emancipation. No, the Emancipation Beach was it. There was a niche. Yeah, this time you was paying to pass. It passed PRS to the boys. Understand? Things fake it's good. Diligence beaches. I struggle all the way, supper to the whole day, have a bad day or anything. You come here, you get say you sit down, the breeze will soothe your skin and you don't see it how your beard is so fake. So then the name emancipation to me means a lot. It means freedom. It means, you know, it means to be realized. And this place gives you that feel. So it has been Emancipation Beach back then. It had an ecocentric village over here. 10, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. The probably know all of this. But then he stopped for a while when the water destroyed the place. Yeah, the sea had destroyed and then went back again. So that's why the cost of places in Qatar will go past. The sea had to go back to see at depth. So then he had another meme and that's the meme. And that's similar picture. Ah, really? This
Sites from Oceanic Mesa. So near those to right.
one human side. See, oh shit.
Myself, I've never regretted coming here, and anytime I'm in town, I'll make sure I put Emancipation Beach on my exploration list. Because it's it's this CC was a big dish. Really, as to our closer to Texas, China, culture,
You love to be a part of it. Okay, because me, I want to see my hometown develop. That's one of my ninja, missions. Because Volta region, we are they refer to us as the microcosm of tourism. It means that every other smaller tourist attraction anybody have, we have all. So now let me tell you some of the things we have in the Volta region, why we are the microcosm of tourism, and why we are going to create a tourism economy over here that's going to thrive. In the whole Ghana, there's only one border that leads into into from a town in Ghana into the capital city of another town. That's Aflau and Lome. From Aflau, you enter Lome. Lome is the capital city of Togo. When you go to the Burkina Faso border, you enter a smaller village. When you go to the Lobo border, you enter a smaller village. You don't enter Abidjan. You understand? All the other borders we have, you enter smaller villages. But in Aflau, you walk into the capital city of another country. And Lome is bubbling like Accra. That it developed like Accra. The urban life there is like Accra. So Aflau is almost legit. But the urban life in Aflau is good. Apart from that, we have the highest mountains in Ghana. Exactly, Afajate. So we have the highest settlements in Ghana, and a major pet. We have the tallest waterfall in Ghana. That is E. We have the longest river in Ghana. That is with our Volta. You understand? Right. We have pristine beaches. Yes. We have a lush vegetation. When you go to Abati, it's like a bee. Okay. The roads to Abati, so you need to pass through that. Yeah, the woods and everything is like it. The vegetation in Timmans, where you go to O is a tropical city and O sits in the middle of a lot of tourist attractions. Oh yeah. Adaklu. Adaklu Mount Adaklu, another beautiful place to meet town. So if you talk about Petri, there's Entebbe over there. That is where Entebbe really put there. When you go to Aposimitu, they have a make Kente weaving culture. Where people from Agozuno for years have been traveling to Nigeria to work in the Kente weaving space. Head of that, you understand? So we have so much, and we have so much snacks that people like. When it comes to Zepai, what is what are you eating for?
Well, we all live to those days. Ibus
See, past. It's an interesting sort. We call it guy play. And then Jen plays what the people go Apapansa. Apapansa. The Apapansa they call it, I can't call it Apapansa. We will call it Jetila.
and in the gentle we have different ones. We have Ghana gentle, which is the crab gentle. We have Abobi gentle,
Which is Abobi Genple. Then we have a Bojen player is cooked with a goat.
yeah,
And then we have Koklo Jen plays I've tasted that soya is cooked with chicken. But you understand, one actually we have different variety. Even with our moplan, we have wooden, we have baki. We have so much different varieties of, and we love okosu. And our to becomes invite. You have the oilless okosu. We have the red oil okos there. We have okos tea, which you understand. Yeah, we just have variety, right? So Volta region is just one of the places. And I spoke about snacks. They have Chowe, we have at Pelican Crow, we have at Chitivi. You understand this? They have so much to yourself.
and and so much how do I put it? So many people say that Volta region is a place where the people live in the area so well a lot. Hospitality is who we are.
You understand? We are traditional people, the majority of people growing up. So that, when you belong to a traditional supply, it is with something evil, the Lord you. You understand? So there's love. No, the hypocrite. If you are people, you can scare about that. You understand? There are people with like, we have this community life in everywhere. We do everything as a community. No way. Samina. Like, we are actually out to it's everywhere is a village. And the hospitality out of top. At the blood side, so. Bar. Our ways is a whole thing. Ways on miso mix, well, cheers. And then literally made it, you have easier is when they have and when see weasel we a couple what you understand, but you go up to me work it's a by. So our weasel itself is, understanding the person as warmers. So this guy, he needs to rest. They give the best what I give them, they give them a piece to rest. So that is a language, that is a art language, you understand? It was where you are born. So they give you water, they give you food, they give you a place to rest. And our forefathers are fish. This has big tree. Should be a fish, a soul. If you hear all the sticks, now that with the white bro. Like, seems right. They talk. It is by the la. Yeah. With the God, that keep the one of the reasons why products to resistance was the problem now. You understand? And it's rather a good thing, not a bad thing. And now it is changing. People are getting to see all down so yeah. You understand? Now they are getting to see people who are awesome in loving it now. All these days are shades doing okay.
And I have those experiences myself. Myself, I was being my friend from that community. They come to the lobby for Kuaya and they are willing to accept it with their family. And it's really nice. And so thank you so much.
Politics, spots say stuff.
So for you viewers, now you put your social media handles there. Maybe just
I go by the name Selorm Ameza and I'm on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But I like Facebook, so yeah, check me out on Facebook, Selorm Ameza. See ya. Let's out.
that is my senior man, the senior most senior, my boss in this game, and it's by the name Selorm Ameza. Kindly follow him, like his video, share the links so that others can get to benefits and all that. I'm so happy having him, and he's a player. Thanks once again.